Creating the life that you desire, creating your dream life, reinventing your life all starts with your mind. Your brain is amazing. It is spectacular. The abilities of the mind are beyond our understanding. But the thing is, it is so overlooked so often, and that is where you have to make a change. When you want something to happen in your life, you need to begin to visualize it, and you need to make sure that you are being intentional with this visualization, because it will change everything about your future. When you have decided, I want something to happen, sit down and think about how you want it to happen. Think about the ways that you want it to happen. Think about the small details. Even if it appears to be really tiny, make sure that you still take that into consideration and put that into your visualization. Think about the time frame. Think about what it's going to look like. Be detailed with this, because when you are creating this idea in your mind, you're actually tasking your brain with that idea on fulfilling what you want it to fulfill. Your brain will come up with ways to make things happen. Your brain will notice little things, little opportunities. It will remember things that were said to you a long time ago, even if you don't consciously remember it. It will start to bring up opportunities to you, ideas to you, but you have to intentionally decide to task your brain with making that happen. And when you as well task your brain to making that happen, you have to act upon it. Don't just visualize it, think about it, and not act on it. Act on it, because the more that you act on it, the more ideas that you have. The more that you act on it, the more information that you have. When you act on it, that is how you get to the life that you actually want to see for yourself. So don't just sit here and simply think about it, but as well put in the action and put in the work. But the importance of visualization is that everything you want to see happening starts in your mind. There is a very specific way that things tend to occur. So let's talk about it. I'm going to call this the chair making example. If somebody wants to make a chair, the first thing they think about is what the chair will look like. This is a visualization. The next thing is, now that they have visualized it, they begin to think about and figure out how they will actually build it. That's the action. And then the final is, now that they have thought about it, built it, now they finally get to sit down and enjoy it. You have to make sure that you follow these steps. If your visualization is poor, in your head you think of a chair, but you don't even think about the dimensions. You don't even think about how you want it to feel when you sit down in it. You don't think about any of that. Well, the chair that you end up making can be rough, tough, broken, legs not even the same height, because you didn't create a clear visual of what you actually wanted to happen. Yes, you have a skeleton of what you want to see, but because you did not create a clear idea in your head of what you wanted to look like, you didn't end up getting what you wanted. In your head, you thought, oh, I want it to be comfortable, I want it to be durable, but you actually never sat down and thought about it. You didn't think about the material you wanted the chair to be made out of. You didn't think of how big you wanted it to be, how small you wanted it to be, what height of the person who would be sitting in it, and how tall you had to make the chair for that person. You didn't go through the details. You didn't even think about the small designs that would be on the chair. So by the time you finished the product, it's nowhere near where deep down inside you wanted it to be, because you never actually took the time to fully think about it. You never took the time to fully understand what you actually wanted to happen. Things starting in your mind. It's not a bluff. It's not just woo-woo stuff. It's very important, and it's a very important task to actually seeing your success when things are going downhill, when you don't see anything happening. You don't see anything in the physical, but what you will see is what's going on in your mind. So make a strong visual, make it strong, make it detailed, and ensure that you know where you're actually going, because you can't pull out your GPS and have no address. You have to know where you're going, and that is where the visualization process comes into play. A lot of people don't have what they want because they don't actually know what they want. You ask someone, how much money do you want? I just want a lot. No, girl, that's not a number. You have to come up with something. Starting here is the beginning of your success. So do not slack on it. Visualize it to make it real. You first have to see it in order to see it in the physical. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed, and if you did, please consider subscribing. Make sure to take care of yourself fully. Care for yourself because it is so, so important. Take care of yourself physically, mentally, spiritually, and financially. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.